Them a talk about greatness and I love.
One reball white. Reball white. Reball orange. Last night, I see you down saying about through the crowd ram. They are my boss. They are my boss.
Before care, nothing couldn't stop it. We go through it.
See your face. Long time, what you say?
Yes.
Yeah.
From the chairman of constituency.
All the way.
Check. There's some more for the parliament. More for the parliament. Yes, check. From the chairman. So,
Paul, you out. That man, what you say? Original for years. Yes, man. All right, my boss.
Check. All right, we're about to begin our public session complex. A report for the just. Comrades!
Yeah, rub your jaw, so you put this behind the second. Put it around this now.
Check. Comrades, check. Comrades, I want to begin now. I don't know about you. Yeah. Alright, I want you to have some control and just control the sharing of liquor and food and juice and so on, right? It's distracting right now. I don't know who's in charge, but we're going to start the public session now. Alright? So I want you to decide on a way to do that orderly. Comrades, are you? Comrades, we are standing for the mayor of Kingston and St. Andrew.
Live. Central Kingston.
And member and Julian Robinson, please.
Yeah.
Comrades.
Wow, oh, yeah. Boss them arrive.
Good people pass away. Because they often die before their time. But no one seems to care or wonder why. No one seems to understand that God is protecting them from evil.
Yeah.
No, man, they are roll through. No, we can't. Can't go up there say it. Yeah, man, share the live today, September 1st. PNP headquarters, Central Kingston constituency. Yeah, man, Damian Crawford there, Julian Robert there, Swaybe there, the mayor. Yeah, man, Charmaine there, Lawrence there. Wanna share the live, wanna tap up the screen. Yes, man. Subscribe, like, and comment. Log on to the future.
Right now, we got Peter Phillips, Barwell, Nickel, Wickham, Julian, and the entire victory massive. So right now, we're going Barwell, with Damian Crawford. Come talking about in name of God, what God he does is like and bird. Say we could sleep with the door open, now we mad. Thousands of youths now in our body bag. Get rid of them, get rid of them, get rid of them, get rid of them.
Yo, this is Bunchy God and the Viking of Soca. New time has come, new direction. Mark Golden, good vibes that he's holding. Yeah, check it. Clear the way when the big one's strolling. Hey!
One Lawrence.
Mark Golden.
Lawrence.
Yeah. Mark Golden ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. Yeah, we're ready. The people them ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Whoa! Look at the people raising up.
Let the trumpets play. Let the trumpets play. Jamaican people want better. I think that we come in like stormy weather.
How business can reduce mistakes and cut costs. Cutting the Alibaba low energy requirements and free sample.
Have a seat and sit down. Yeah, big man. Have a seat.
More golden again.
Have a seat and sit down, brother. Have a seat and sit down.
Comrades.
Yeah, big man. Control yourself, man.
Father, let them fight the sword. Music will never go on. I don't keep them up to just the land. The war was a dead and not a mob like that.
Come on.
Come long time over here, I see you. I will choke in your eye.
Central Kingston.
Then I hear some of you there. I hear some me there. Where me there? We'll go down where? Yeah, like with their home or yard. I hear some me there. Where me there?
Are you ready to hear some electrifying speakers?
Where me there?
Are you ready to hear from your next member of parliament?
Yeah, move round.
Are you ready to hear from your councillor? Are you here? Are you ready to hear the reasons why we should boot out this wicked and caring government? Are you ready? So government, I want to welcome you to the public session. Of Central Kingston's Conference of 2024. What's happening? All right.
Hello.
All right. Government, and even though we are not in power in the constituency of Jamaica, I want to remind you, never forget that this is the mighty and the matchless Central Kingston. Do you believe that? Do you still believe that we are the mighty and the matchless Central Kingston? Do you believe that you can go out there and concentrate and the air from Central Kingston? Do you believe that you can Comrades! Comrades, we have to be proud of ourselves and walk with our heads high in Central Kingston, in Alman Town and in Ray Town, because we remain the mighty Central Kingston. And I want to do some research. And I have to learn some members of parliament here.
One woman did they have one baby about all day.
And about Councillor Shamil Daniels and Comrade Mayor Swaby. Well, I don't know if there's another constituency in Jamaica who was giving us a raft of persons to lead the country. Central Kingston gave us a mayor. We know him as Ralph Brown. Anybody remember Ralph Brown? We're a mighty and matchless constituency. Central Kingston gave to Jamaica a Minister of Education. We know him as Ronald George Straits. As a mighty and powerful Minister of Education. And if you don't believe that, just compare him to the one that we have now. I hear that tomorrow 107 schools will not be opening because schools are not repaired fully from Hurricane Beryl. We are a mighty and matchless constituency. It is this constituency that gave to Jamaica and the Caribbean. And when I read all around and I read about man like Lee Kuan Yew, who's the father of Singapore, which is a very developed, leading nation in the world. And that Lee Kuan Yew came to Jamaica, and I wonder if he came to Central Kingston, but he came here and he met with our member of parliament. You know him as Michael Joshua Manley. Central Kingston gave to Jamaica Michael Joshua Manley. So we are mighty and a matchless constituency, comrades. So we walk with our heads high, we'll big up our chest, and we'll go on the ground and we'll do the canvas. And we talk to the voters, and we enumerate, and we ensure that we add to that illustrious list of men, of leaders, of change agents in Jamaica, and ensure that you elect, when Andrew call the election, that you elect Comrade Lawrence Rowe as Member of Parliament, and the future look bright. The future look bright in Central Kingston. Comrades, are you ready for the public session? So comrades, Before we go any further, I want to invite the presence of the Lord, yeah? We don't do anything without him. And so I'm going to invite Comrade Veronica Faber. Did I get it right? Fabri. When I speak French, I'm in the Spanish school. You speak French. And she's from West River St. Andrew. Comrade, please lead us in a word of prayer.
Good night, everybody. Let us pray. Let us pray. Oh, Almighty God, we invite your presence at this moment, Lord. Lead us into this conference, Lord. Help us to have a successful conference, Lord, that will lead us straight into election, Lord. We need you to anoint the MP candidate, Comrade Rowe, and to ensure that he wins this constituency, Lord. Lord, we need you to release us from the bondage of this government, Lord. We're suffering, Lord. Highlight bill, Lord. Supermarket bill, Lord. Water bill, we're suffering. Help us to be successful in this conference so that will lead us straight into the election. Thank you at this moment.
Thank you. Comrades, I'm going to invite Comrade Jamila Ellis, who is the caretaker for the Whitehall Division, to come and greet us and bless us. And when I invite the comrades, we have a lot of speakers, and so we want you to use the conscience, you understand? Use the conscience and don't let the chairman be pulling your shirt and pulling the hair and all the things. So comrades, please let me welcome Comrade Jamila Ellis, caretaker of the Whitehall Division, to bring greetings from that division. Give us Central Kingston. Come please. Is it coming? Alright, moving swiftly along. Because, you know, the business of the people must go on. Comrade Keith Brown, former member of parliament, candidate.
Yeah, man. Share the light, top of the screen, man.
Yeah, man. Big him up, man.
Yeah,
Give us
man. Share the live,
man.
Share the live.
Comrade, member of parliament to be chairman of
yes, man,
Central
the light
Kingston.
can come in.
Comrade Julian Robinson, member of parliament for Eastern Central, Southeast Central. Comrade Mayor, Councillor Swaby, His Worship, doing an excellent job. All the other distinguished guests and members at the platform, good evening. Comrades, I just want to greet you today in the powerful name of the People's National Party. Comrade Lawrence Rowe, I have known for many years. From he was constituency secretary, vice chairman for the PNP, and he has been working in this constituency for many years. He's born here, grew up here, and still here with you. I don't want you no problem when the election is called. I want each and every one of you as comrades who are hardworking to put your differences aside, come together and bring out the votes. Comrades, without that cooperation, we are going to be found wanting. And I am sure Central Kingston don't belong to Labour right. I attended the great Kingston College, which is a part of Central Kingston. I have two brothers from Central Kingston. And I know so many people in Central Kingston. And trust me, when Labour right in a power in a Central Kingston, we can't dark. Comrades, rise up, comrades. Answer the call, comrades. Work assiduously and ensure that when election is called, Comrade Lawrence Rowe is the next member of parliament. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Comrade Brown. I couldn't have said it better.
I love you, Lord.
Comrades, rise up, rise
One Jake. One Jake. Go on. Ain't good. Alright, go
Come on, come on, rise your feet and let's praise God. I'm going to worship. Come on, come on, let's Central Kingston. We're not boring, so let's sit up to the guys. Let's say that in a chair conference, yeah? Come on, come on, man. If you're happy that you're alive today, because I went to 2 funerals today.
Now, Baba.
Comrades.
I love you, Lord.
Yes,
That I wait till I lay my head.
Power to the people.
Oh, I will sing of the goodness of God.
Comrades.
'Cause all my life you have been faithful.
Comrades, the latest news we got. Last week, we hear that the Minister of Finance is jumping ship. Well, I'm wondering if he's a prophet. I'm wondering if he have a crystal ball. And I'm looking at the crystal ball. And I'm see what the future look like. And the future look dark. Comrades, what I know is that when he was Minister of Finance, that he was beaten badly on his numbers. He was beaten badly on his macroeconomic gibberish by our own Julian Robinson. We have him here tonight. And I'm going to meet him, and I want him to talk a little bit more about what the Minister of Finance is running and leaving behind. Because some people don't understand. Some people think that him leave a nice thing behind and him, everything on the door and everything. It's all mess. So comrades, it's my pleasure to invite Member of Parliament, Comrade Julian Robinson, a friend of Central Kingston, a friend of both divisions. And when Mark Gordon becomes Prime Minister of Jamaica, Comrade Julian Robinson will be the Finance Minister and lead Jamaica to what is real prosperity and not can't prosperity like that more. Welcome in.
Comrade Chairman, Comrade River, your constituency chairman and MP to be Comrade Lawrence Rowe, Councillor Charmaine Daniels, our mayor and the man who shows in 6 months him do more work than what I'm doing at 8 months, Comrade Andrew Swaby. All the other councillors, Mr. Bumbles walking, Jesse there, if I start calling him, I say, the councillors of KSAC, screw there. Carl is here. The workers and the warriors of Central Kingston. Comrades, let me say a couple of things to you. For the People's National Party to win, Central Kingston must win. For the People's National Party to win the next general election, Central Kingston must win. Have to win. So I'm saying to your comrades, we have a number of targeted seats that we lost the last time for many different reasons. But this seat is number 1 in the target. So I'm saying to the comrades, we have to do everything to ensure that Comrade Lawrence Rowe becomes the Member of Parliament, and that will enable Comrade Mark Golding to become the Prime Minister of the country. I just want to explain a little bit about where we are as a country and the economic challenges. As Riba said, the Finance Minister has moved on. But the problems that Jamaica face remain. And the main problem that Jamaica faces is that notwithstanding all the nice figures you hear, notwithstanding how great the economy is doing, the reality for the majority of Jamaicans is that you're not feel nothing. In fact, your life not getting much better. And the challenge we face, and we are up for it, is to ensure we transform this economy so that every single Jamaican feels a part of it, can participate in it, and can benefit from it. And that we're not depending on a couple of big companies to do well and to hope that the benefit will trickle down to you. You deserve better than that. And so we are committed to transforming this economy, and we have to do it by transforming our education system. Just last week, if you're following the news, only 18% of people with the CXC get 5 subjects or more. That is a failing strategy. And when I heard the Prime Minister talk, he talked like he was some analyst far removed. And he has been in charge of the country for the last 9 years, almost 9 years. It is a failure of the government that you can have less than 1/5 of the people who take the exam get 5 subjects. And we have outlined how we're going to transform it. You can only transform it from the beginning, which is at the basic school level and the primary school level. And we have to invest more so that when the children leave at 5 and 6, leave basic school to the primary school, they can read and write. Because if you can't do it at that stage, you will never catch up once you go into the primary school system. Now, whoever takes over from the Minister of Finance has a number of things they have to deal with. The first one, in the budget debate, the minister said that he's doing something called securitization of receivables. So I'm going to break that down and explain what that means. A receivable is something which is owed to the government. It could mean that people who are supposed to pay fees or licenses to the government is a receivable that is owed. So what he plans to do, it is to sell those receivables to a private company, and then the private company would give the government $45 billion. Well, we are almost 6 months since that announcement, and we have not heard one single detail about this transaction. We don't know which receivables are being sold. Some of the older comrades will remember when they did forward sell the bauxite, sell it in 30 years in the future, get the money up front and spend it. Well, it's a similar thing. So we don't know which receivables are being sold. We don't know which company has been selected to do this transaction, because we don't see no request for proposal go. So we want to know whether there's a friend and company business work here. But it cannot be acceptable that 6 months into the financial year, not even a sentence on this $45 billion. We don't know when it's going to come or not. So whoever take over, and we wish Dr. Clark well, but whoever take over going to deal with that and tell us where the $45 billion going to come from. The second problem them going to have to deal with. After Hurricane Beryl just passed, the estimates to repair the damage caused by Hurricane Beryl is about $40 billion. Now this is a separate $40 billion we talk about. You hear me? The Minister of Finance said he's going to use $5 billion, which he get from the proceeds of various insurance policies. So that leaves a shortfall of about $40 billion. Now he has said he's not going to borrow any money. He's not going to borrow any money. So the question is, where will that $40 billion come from? To make sure you fix all the school them, to make sure you fix the road them, to make sure you fix the hospital them and the health center them, the bridge them up down. Now that $40 billion can only come from the existing budget. So the government budget make up of two things. Them call, one side is called the capital budget, which deal with projects like highways, new hospital, and then the other side is called the recurrent budget. Your current budget means you pay the teachers, the nurses, the policemen, all of those things. So you can't touch the recurrent budget because you have to pay everybody the same way. So the only way that money can come from is the capital budget. Now the biggest item in that capital budget was something named SPA. So them they plan to spend all the money per road. And I am waiting to see, and I'm waiting for a statement, we're waiting for the supplementary budget to find out where the money is going to come from to deal with Hurricane Barry. So yes, one Minister of Finance gone, whoever come, we have to deal with that. If you listen to the President of the Civil Service Association, if you listen to the President of the Medical Doctors, they want their outstanding issues which arose from the compensation review to be settled as well. So again, whoever coming in have to deal with that as soon as them coming. So comrades, there's a lot that this country going through. The Bank of Jamaica said that they expect the economy to have negative growth for the upcoming quarter. But even before we had negative growth, while we were growing, the rate of growth was declining. So even before Barry, the economy was slowing down. And that meant the revenues, we missed our revenue targets last year. And we're likely to have the same problem this year because Barry would have cut that too. So there are a lot of problems that this government has to deal with. Now comrades, the biggest reason I want you to rally behind Comrade Rowe and make sure we win this seat. Jamaica deserves a government of integrity. Deserves a government of integrity. You have 8 labor rights who are under investigation for illicit enrichment. You know what that means? You know what that means, comrade? You don't know what that means. So every year, all of us as elected officials have to send a report to the Integrity Commission. And we have to say, we have X amount in the bank account, or the car where we drive, or the house we have to show how we get it. It means that 8 of them have been unable or unwilling to declare and show where them have them assets from. And the biggest indictment is that the Prime Minister of this country is going not 1, not 2, but 3 years, and his own declaration can't be certified. Comrades, we can't have a government like this. Because it means whatever benefit must reach the majority of the Jamaicans, some people are near it up before it reach. So I'm saying to you, you know our leader, Comrade Mark Golding, come here to serve, and serve only. And he has made it clear to all of us who are serving with him, that he not tolerate no hanky-panky business. He's going to run a government of integrity. So I'm saying to you, if for no other reason, let us ensure Central Kingston is won by the PNP. Comrade Mark Golding will lead this country forward and upwards. One love, comrades.
Yeah. Comrades, we're ready to vote at the Labour Party. We're anxious, but we want to sleep tonight and wake up tomorrow yesterday and know that there's power. Them kind of feeling them here. Because I know what I know about the PNP and your leader is that once we get in, we will do a better job. Do you know that? Do you believe that? Does Central Kingston believe that? That once the PNP is in power, we will do a better job by the people. Comrades, we already seen an example We already seen an example. It's like you have to look no further. In February, we replaced the man they were named there. One other one there, such man, in the KSSC. And we put in a mayor of our own. And already he is showing what the PNP stands for. And what the PNP and comrades, when the history books are being written, I will be happy and my children will be happy if I'm not around. To know that I was a part of ensuring that Comrade Andrew Swede became mayor of Kingston and St. Andrew and is bringing change to the Kingston and St. Andrew municipality. Comrades, put them together and welcome for the first time at the center of Kingston Campus. Raise your feet.
Comrade Chairman, Comrade Chairman of the constituency, and your next member of parliament, my colleague councillor, Comrade Charmaine Daniels, Comrade Jesse James Clark, and I want to pick up the chairman, not only his capacity as chairman for this function, but chairman of the Raytown Division. When he tell us say he has contributed to the victory of the People's National Party, he has, because his popular vote put no me there. Other distinguished comrades on the platform, comrades of Central Kingston, workers, indoor agent, outdoor agent, runners, cluster managers, drivers, the word is love. Comrades, I am here tonight to make everybody know, say, me I grow with row. Comrades, when they have a youth where born in the constituency, grew up in the constituency, do some political work in the constituency, and come up and can rise to be your candidate, we have to pick him up. And comrades, me know some of the difficulties when you come through the ladder, thing like that, because everything you do right, you are the right coming up. You all make mistakes, by the way. Some people are going to hate you too. Some of we know when we want to rise up. But hear me now, comrade. Hear me now. Think about this last man where I say my member of parliament. What has he done for the constituency? And I'm sure, comrades, some people get fall by the wayside and get distracted with him. But come home. Come home. Come home. Some of our workers who are not yet energized, be energized. Don't let the ship leave you alone. Because row the boat. You understand me, comrades? Comrades,
It's two things, you know. We have to get the seat, and then we have to focus to get back. Raytown Division. With the best of intentions, comrades, a PNP mayor can deal with you better when you have a PNP councillor. So let us get our acts together. Let us get our acts together. I don't know if I can say to the play now. Comrades, you in Central Kingston have seen unemployment and don't feel it. Honestly, war, gunshot, death at unprecedented level. We want to make sure that we bring back Central Kingston to where it is supposed to be. We want to make sure you can live in peace and harmony. We want to make sure that we create a space, a proper space, where all our vendors can operate. We want to make sure we don't have cleaner bathroom when you can use when you come downtown. And we want to make sure that your environment is clean and fresh and clean. So comrades, the JLP government at the central government level and certainly at the local government level has not provided those things for you. What they have provided is a situation where when you go every night to one party, you book up certain such man at the time. Never have the interest of the people and how your condition is. So comrade, the KSAMC under my leadership will certainly move towards making sure that the conditions that you live and work in are much better off.
Remember that.
So comrades,
Remember that.
you have one mission. One mission. Don't look to no other seat.
Yeah.
Don't worry about no other seat. Worry and work to win Central Kingston and put it back in the People's National Party column. Once you do that, comrade,
Ja, you hear that?
I know that Comrade Mark Jefferson Golding will be the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Once you do that, comrade, I know that after the general election, the Raytown Division will come back to the People's National Party. So comrades, let us go out there. Let us make sure we do with numerous persons, because this month, at the end of this month, this current phase will be completed. And chances are, there is a strong possibility that the election will be called on that list. Let us go out there, comrades, and make sure that we do the canvass. Let us go out there, comrades, and make sure that we walk with our candidate, Comrade Lawrence Rowe.
Remember that.
And let us make sure, comrades, that we make sure that Central Kingston on that particular night will be the first to be named for the People's National Party. Comrades, the word is love. Thank you very much.
Ready.
So comrades, we want to thank our mayor and member of parliament, Julian Robinson. They have to go to another conference. That's conference for Comrade Dennis Gordon. So big them up, big them up. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Blessing us with some powerful words. Yeah. All right, comrades, back to our program. And this time I want to invite Comrade Lyden Lewis, who's a councillor for the Front Division. And this person is also a junior spokesperson on youth development. We are a constituency that believes in youth. And so I want to invite Comrade Lyden Lewis to bring greetings. And remember, I don't tell you already. Quick greetings. A quick word. Welcome, Comrade Lyden, please. Welcome, Lyden. Welcome, Lyden. Comrades! Welcome to Kingston.
Anyway, leave a right to be glad. The city bell who no ring the alarm. And if now maybe, leave a right take me money, my matey. He said we done with the crap. 4 years and my thief don't stop. And what make you was a hat.
Comrades of Central in the area. Comrades of Central Kingston, I'm here. I'm here. Comrades of Central Highway from this one. And then there is the people coming Daniels, Council, Churches here, as well as my deputy.
I mean, I had a good job, boy. As if I come in.
Civic service, donation of sponsors and development Comrade Lions Road. We're going to grow with you. And it's a grow.
Watch the door, your carry back up. Yeah, Baba. Yeah, out there.
Everybody!
I'm in there, man.
Just as I believe Central Kingston belongs to the people of with the legacy that touched the money of it, Central Kingston will belong to the Central Kingston belongs to the People's National Party. The Front Division holds a special place in the People's National Party. And so does Central Kingston. I want the young comrades just to listen up as I speak. It was through a series of riots and strikes, the largest stealing crew that led to the founding fathers started this noble movement called the People's National Party. Central Kingston and other areas joined the strike when they saw what was happening in the country. We were being governed by a system of oppression. And because of the role that Central Kingston played and the workers in Frome played, on May 23rd, 1961, Norman Mall was able to declare May 23rd to be Labor Day. So here we are, fast tracking into 2024, having fought our way to independence, only to have a government of our own oppressing us, only to have a government of our own robbing the education system and by extension the future. Only to have a government of our own unmoved by the high crime rate because our Minister of Security sleeping on the job. Only to have a government marred by high corruption and integrity issues. And only to have a government that shows wanton disregard for our constitutional rights. It has always been a People's National Party that has came to the rescue of the Jamaican people. I want you people of this country to know that the People's National Party cares. Like leaders of yesteryears, your MP candidate, your next Member of Parliament, Comrade Lawrence Rowe, cares. Does he care? Does he care? Your leader and next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mark Johnson Golden, he cares. Your leader and next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mark Jefferson Golden, cares about the People's National Party. He's coming from a family that cares. It has always been a People's National Party government that has rescued us from the dangers of this terrible government. This terrible government. As an independent nation with democratic rights that we fought for, we should not have a government that is oppressing us. Miss Lou said it best, dirty tough. It mirrors what is happening today. It mirrors everything that is happening today.
Hard life reaching the Jamaican people, with many of us unable to see a better future. There's no future under this government for poor people. Every time the Jamaica Labour Party takes government, poor people suffer. Every time the Jamaica Labour Party takes office, poor people suffer. Sun and shine, but things not bright. Don't pot a boil, big enough. River flood, but water scarce. Yeah, rain a fall, but cut it up. No here what amount of money we're working. With a fight, a hard time a beat with. They might raise the plane, but that don't make no sense to feel happy. Because taxi fare gone up, auxiliary fee gone up, textbook raise, and light bill gone up. Light bill gone way up.
Up the road.
I want to close by speaking to our women and how significant they are. Let me hear DJ play a song for our women.
Wholesale.
Let me hear the DJ play a song for our women. I want to tell women how significant and the significant role they play in our history and ensuring that we secure our victory come the next general election. Women played a significant role in the 1938 riot. I'm going to pick up all the women. There's one specific woman I want to talk about in closing. It was alleged that the riots in Frome in 1931 was started by one Hilda Buchanan, who threw the first stone against an oppressive government. Hilda Buchanan is from the community of 3 Miles River and lives just a few houses up from me. Even after her death, she is known to the community and neighboring communities as Hilda Riot. A name she never accepted, a name she never wanted to be associated with, and would often get upset whenever people call her by that name, Hilda Riot. Hilda was afraid to be identified as a person who threw the first stone because she should have witnessed a government that had killed a lady during that riot. Now we are facing government badness. We are facing government badness, a Jamaica Labour Party that doesn't want to give us a voice. But the women play such a significant role, and I'm asking the women to stand come the next general election. I'm asking the women to rally all they can, all who they can, all voters, young and old, come the next general election. Because women makes up most of the population here in Jamaica. We want to get rid of an oppressive government. We want to get rid of a government that means us no good. Hilda was afraid because government badness was at play. But today, comrades, we don't have to throw stones. Today, comrades, the People's National Party fought for our right to vote. So come election day, whenever it's called, your next member of parliament should be Comrade Lawrence Rowe. Come election day, your next member of parliament should be Comrade Lawrence Rowe. Your next prime minister, your next prime minister, your next prime minister should be...
Member of after party, no? Say some money. Comrade, send up a woman, and when I look to my right, the party leader is not here, but his constituency is represented. We saw Pumbas earlier, Pumbas still there. And then I saw my friend and councillor, Sarah Marshall. Come in, Sarah Marshall, man. Strength of a woman. Friend of Central Kingston, a friend of Raytown Division, a friend of Almontown Division, and she's a leader's councillor, so I better know her and love her. I see the rest of it. Rosie. Which division?
Times get tough, and times get hard. Things must change in our from young to old, everybody say it's time to do the better way. Now is the time, now is the hour. Choose PNP for people power. Now is the time, now is the hour. Choose PNP for.
Comrades, I'm going to invite a woman to come and speak to you right now. Can we play Strength of a Woman? So we're showing the Strength of a Woman. She became councillor for the Almontown Division in 2016. She was again elected in 2024. And when Mark Jefferson Golden as Prime Minister called the next local government election, she will be returned as councillor for the Almontown division if it is her liking. Put your hands together, she's your councillor.
Them not the tree, them are rubbish. But put them up in a heap. Anyway, music and pleasure, anyway, dance.
Beautiful evening, comrades. Let me greet you all in the mighty, matchless name of Jesus.
Sit down, easy. Yeah, down this are easy, sit down. Hold on, go on.
Comrade, I am here tonight to talk to you about two things.
Talking on a microphone.
One thing is about wisdom, and that is from the book of Proverbs. And the other one is enumeration. We all know that you win the enumeration and win the election. So we have to focus on that. So the first thing, the words of God, and the second thing, enumeration. So let me go into it. The book of Proverbs, chapter 22, reading from 7 to 12. And I want to listen to these words carefully, because trust me, you see, during my campaign, I have to take the words of God serious. I'm going to put it at the end of my life. And trust me, it works amongst the team too. And we carry it out. Because no money never did it. I just work, love, and a caring spirit. So comrades, the same thing I forgot to know. I want to listen to them words. Because if you don't listen to the words of God, you can't go wrong. And in our constituency, you know it, our heap of negative mouths and tongues and tear down and all of that. But the words of God encourages us. And we need to start doing it. Because trust me, it gives you peace of mind. No, let me get into it. Because I'm not really a long speaker. The rich rule it over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. He that soweth iniquity shall reap vanity, and the rod of his anger shall fall. He that had bountiful eyes shall be blessed, for the giver of his bread to the poor. Cast out the scorner, and contention shall go out. His strife and reproach shall cease. He that loveth pureness of heart, for the grace of his lips.
Call on rivers.
Sorry, the grace. He that loveth pureness of heart, for the grace of the lips, the king shall be his friend. The eyes of the Lord preserve knowledge, and he overthroweth the words of the transgression. Now, comrades, those words, I want to take heed to them. Because the next election, when the know the Labour right, they're going to come at us. Yes. And even other than what they did to me
we are go to them
in the Almontown division, because they did have several Goliath.
We are go to them
or run against this one little David. But we come true. So this time, we need to know, stay focused, take into the word, go out there, do the work.
We are go for them hard too.
A PNP. The next thing, the enumeration. Enumeration is very passionate to me. Why? If we don't enumerate the right person, they can be a thorn in our flesh. You and I know that the best PNP government is better than the worst PNP government is better than the Labour government that we have here now. Right? So I'm going to just the PNP. From PNP now with DNA, PNP. Comrades, I will have to leave you at 8 to attend another conference. Persons who know me know that I was born and bred in East Central St. Andrew. My name is String Plant here, so before I came to Franklin Town. And it is dear to my heart.
Hold it down, hold it down.
They are very supportive to Almantown Division. So you know when they have a conference such as this.
Light a candle.
When they have a conference such as this to honor their workers, I have to support. So when you see me leaving, don't think. Nobody think, no. No, because I know somehow. Stay. Right? I know nothing. Right? But when I know that in this politics, we have to support one another. Comrades, the word is always love. And just remember the words of God. Remember the words of God. You can't go wrong. God up front, God up middle, God up back.
God on time.
Pick up God every time and pick up the People's National Party.
God on time.
And pick up the standard bearer, Comrade Lawrence too. Pick up on yourself.
Original Crazy J, representing for the comrades. Hey, hold up your hand if you love People's National Party. Come on, man, rolling with everything in Jamaica go Irish. So tell your man if you go, tell him if you go, hey, go, hey, go,
You don't get me? I'm tired, I got it again.
Yeah, the song.
When Lawrence come in the film version. Yeah. Thank you, Comrade Councillor, and I want you to convey apologies to Comrade Dennis for being absent. I got distracted by the song. No, the song, you know that. I will give me that.
Carol, wake up. Stop sleep.
By the song, strength of a woman, without acknowledging.
Stop sleep,
Carol.
Carol.
Instead of a councillor, Lyden Lewis.
Carol, stop sleep.
Stand up, I want to acknowledge you especially, you know. And you know, so we give Malcolm more time to talk, I'm never hear the things of big man come up on the stage. And it's not because it's so good, I'm going to talk some facts and then some of them. That tour now, right? But the man leave all the way from Westmoreland, you know. About 5 hours that, you know, no?
I love it.
5 hours, you know. Put your hands together, man, and clap the man, and man. Clap the man. 5 hour drive, music always man.
Come like artists.
Respect.
Anyway, stage show them.
You bring a girl back home?
Artists, you know.
Yeah? Your wife? No, I don't want big man. You want to say something? The team from from. Stand up on the counting, man. Dig them out. Yeah. So you're a conference guy already? They will not come up. Too far, man. I'm going to pay the tour. All right, moving on. Let's get Councillor Lyden Lewis. Big up the youth, them, and give them props. You understand? Yeah, man. I was almost a councillor. I will know what that word, you know? We're not going to this, sir. No. We just take the learning. Every vote counts. Every single vote counts. Okay. Comrades, I'm going to invite, moving on swiftly, Comrade Karine Francis, who's a caretaker for the Hampton Green Division. And be a forward placement, Lawrence, where are you? Comrade Karine Francis, welcome on, please, welcome on. Strength of a woman, we'll continue on the team there. I want you to go around, you understand? Come on, Comrade Karine Francis. See me select now. I'm going to phone him up.
Strength of a woman.
That me I say.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, comrades. Special greetings to all on the end table. All comrades, MP, councillor, and special guests. Our protocol is in place. My name is Karen Francis. I'm from the Hampton Green Division. Central St. Catherine, originated from Jonestown. I'm also on the welfare officer of region 4.
You don't must know if you did a long time. You don't worry about it. All right.
And I'm saying, today I'm here for one only reason. I'm here because of Lawrence Rowe. So let me hear everybody say, when I said Lawrence, I want to say Rowe.
Say Lawrence.
When I say Lawrence, I want to say
Lawrence.
Lawrence. I'll put soldier of the PNP. Lawrence is here, and Lawrence is like a little brother to me. And I'm saying he is a hard-working person. Of course. Very hard-working person. A very hard-working comrade. He's always there for everybody. You call upon Rowe, he's there. Rowe never said him can't come, he can't move, him just always there. He's always friendly, he's always nice, he is the right person. He is the right person. And I know that you, comrade, you put soldier, are going to be there with Rowe all the way, because this constituency must win. This constituency must win. And we're telling us, stand up, Brother Rowe. Stand up, Brother Rowe. You look for Rowe. We're not going to make sure, say, when him come, him is what? The chairman for the constituency, right? Him is all on the cake, right? So let me tell you this now.
Everything in our hand.
You see, for the election there, we have to make sure, say, we don't win from 12 o'clock. What me say? What me say? We don't make sure, say, we win from 12 o'clock. Make sure all box declare from 12 o'clock. We don't make the other people them come say.
You hear that, Jai?
They must declare by 12, right?
Up the road, you hear that?
We're not going to make sure, say.
Carol, you hear that? Cook your rice and peas from 9. I'm done from 10. Alright. Alright.
I'm not friend with everybody as from now. No enemy, no cut short, no cut eye, no, we're not past them, I'm afraid. Because no make sure no son not carry them come. For the election day, them have to come forth for Rowe and the PNP. Don't make sure no son not make them be tricked. Don't make them stay home. Don't make them all the labor right them and una them a friend because them come forth for Rowe this time. We don't want to say, you know, say labor rights, some of them are vote for PNP right now. None of them are vote for PNP. Because them are cussing labor right them now, you know. Them are cussing, them are criminal, you know. Them are cussing, them are thief, you know. So make sure you know, say it's a connection there. A victory! Time come! Mark Gualin! And the next Prime Minister will win. I am around the country. Time come! Time come! Time come!
Time comrades! Yeah man, welcome, thank you, Comrade Karen Francis. Yeah, what the music man done? You know romantic, you know kind of music to play for romantic. I told that do the mic something I would play something man. You know romantic, you know about you? Big man, hurry up. Alright. Comrade Chairman, any announcement in the mean? No? Guest speakers on his way. Alright, anybody want to hear the guest speaker?
Election, I come the road, then start watch out. Them say patrol the tacky, Them say patrol the kick, this and the latest lyrics. Them say patrol the tacky, Them say patrol the tacky, the latest lyrics. Hey, when corruption thing it at a stop, and this a government that can't win back. This is a big deal thing there.
Okay, yeah man, music man. The next speaker about the invite. You know, if you want to do music and then find something for you, man. You know? Yeah man, a friend of mine. You know, she has been at it. She's very passionate about education. And I know she's supposed to ignorant, you know. 107 schools now go open tomorrow. Because of this lady who them have as Minister of Education, incompetence, incompetence, and I mean I can go on and on. It's not the first. Teachers are leaving left, right and center. Comrade Julian spoke about the failure of our children. Less than 20% pass 5 subjects at safety. Comrades, it can't continue. It can't continue, comrades. Use that for the beat, so. You want some beat? Then the days are done. Just like all labor right days done. Comrades, help me to welcome from East Row St. Andrew and the ready is the done. Comrade Keisha Hale. Comrade Keisha Hale, she goes a superwoman. Hey, make sure fly come in now. Hey, fly come in now. Make sure fly come in. Music brother.
Drop it, Mr. Moon. That's right, that Mr. Moon. Drop something.
Yo. Look at them, the eye on me, dog.
That's right, that Mr. Moon, the man, come with something.
That's how I'm going to mix.
No, man, I say.
That's how I mix it.
Mama, go on talk now, the message you want.
Members of the head table. You find it? Come on! St. John, Kingston. I greet you well from the Wedding Division West Road, St. Andrew. I want to acknowledge members of the head table. I want to acknowledge your candidate Lawrence Rowe, who we partially go together, went to the same church. I want to acknowledge all the councillors, Councillor Sarah Marshall, and all the councillor candidates and everybody on the head table. I want to acknowledge more important of St. I see we must have something, you know, and we must want to act me up, you know, but I'm trying to be a good superwoman today. But school can't warm me tomorrow. We have a problem, my people. And I'm going to tell you the problem, but before I tell you the problem, I just want to say that I want to see the hands of all the women who grow a child without a father.
Yes. Big up Puno.
Listen
You
good.
want big enough.
Listen good enough. Listen good enough.
Because it means that
Lie
the
not
women
tell.
of Central Kingston
Not lie that. No, listen good. Lie that. Listen good what the woman say. Listen.
I am asking
Carol,
you,
me know you picking them father, Carol. Carol. Me know you pick. Me know the white father, Tamara father, Sherry Gay father. Don't tell.
What is that to do to the pie?
Yeah, lie.
You have to know each other.
Nah, listen
what is
good.
that to do?
Don't tell a lie.
What? Manual and all them things.
Don't tell no lie.
So,
we know your husband for
we are
years.
going with Lawrence Road.
Aye, go away.
So what we are going to do?
Alright.
We have to go? No trying.
Better
right.
Sunday
And you want to convert it, so guess what we have to do? We have to get each of you is like a custom manager. You know?
Betty.
You have to make sure it's alright then. We have 5 people to come vote for Lawrence. We have 10 people to go vote for Lawrence. You guys have to be the foot soldiers to make sure to get the honors. You understand what I'm saying? Alright, let's get to the nitty-gritty now, my people. I'm an educator. I'm a Gleaner educator for the year for Jamaica. And I must tell you that we cannot. You know, you have basic school teacher, and most of our basic school teacher maybe don't have a degree. But what this government did was that it took a basic person who don't know nothing about education and put them into the ministry. And if that happens, we can't expect that education going to grow. We can't expect nothing better than what is happening now. What is happening now is that education is in shambles. Say shambles. Shambles. You not see how they book them eye? You not see what's going on in the sun school feed them eye? If you have a child going to high school for 5 years, and after 5 years, them can't pass maths, them can't pass English, something is wrong. Say wrong. Something is wrong. That means that we are not doing what we are to do, and you as a parent, your only thing you're asking governments and successive government is to ensure that your child be better than you. True. Your baby must be better than you. So you sacrifice, you're going to be a father, and you want them to come out, right, as able citizens to come and help you when they grow up. And these children are coming out. Look at Pep. Huh? What they do is that kids in your communities, you know, you have to fight and send them an extra lesson, Saturday class, Sunday class, we then go a KC, JC and all of these schools, you know. You have to fight, you know, because guess what? Some of these, they are placing you to proximity. It means that the school that is nearer to your home. And although KC down there, so, them still not place them to KC and Georges. They might find some Edith and some Pembroke and some all kind of other schools to give them. People, I am saying to you, listen up. Education is the most important thing you can give your child. What did I say? Education is the most important thing you can give your child. Bless up my people. Thank you, comrade, I'm stepping inside. In Central Kingston. Oh, I just speak now. Oh, I start and he's already people. Comrade Barry and Crawford, just speak up for today. As a wife, comrade.
Boss arrived. Share up the live. Share it up. Share up the live. The boss arrived. people, share up the live. The boss, Damian Craft will arrive. Share up the live, like and comment. Share up the live, like and comment.
Welcome to Central Kingston. Comrade Damian Craft.
Time to my place here, man. 1, 2, 3, sound them.
Alright, let us. I want to hear from Comrade I'll be some name there today, see, man. I want to bite my tongue. You're going to bite that right. Oh, draw my tongue. Comrade idea was come and get it right. Where's coming idea? Idea, are you? Good to know. And we are making idea from coming out. Be a fire people alliance, smile now. Comrades, welcome, Comrade idea was come all the way from Kingston, Clarendon.
Central Clarendon.
Start now the mic.
Good night, comrades. Good night, comrades. I bring you greetings from Central Clarendon. Alright. I bring you greetings from Central Clarendon. Alright, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk long,
Right,
but all I have to say, forward with row, grow with row, and make it happen. Central Kingston and up the labor right. From me a pick me grew up in a PNP yard. And if you stop with foolishness, where you know upset PNP and you pick me and take $1,000 and $5,000 with a democratic right. You know, do better. PNP constituency, and this next election we're going to forward with the road and we're going to roll the boat with the road because Central Kingston and up for labor rights. Alright? The worst type of politics is internal fighting, and Portia Simpson would say, don't look down on nobody unless I pick up something and hand it to them. And we must stop it, come together, work together, because Central Kingston and a Labour Right constituency. Member Carlisle Dunkley, one of the best Minister of Education leader that we ever had, and the great Michael Manley. All of the sell out to the Democratic right, and I'm going to pity them in the yard and take $1,000 and $5,000. If you do a division or do the math with $1,000, how much is that for the next 5 years? You need to do better. Forward with road. Central Kingston and up the Labour Right, a PNP constituency. And member on election day, go out and vote for the People's National Party. Time come.
Thank you, Comrade, all the way from Maypen, Clarendon. It's a far with the road. And she wants a far with the Crawford. But anything you do as long as it's positive, do it with Comrade Lawrence Rowe. Whether you're forward or you're doing, or you're taking care of, hey, let me find the word. You don't know what I do? Do it with Rowe. Alright? So I'm going to invite.
Okay, look.
A lady called Shauna Ashley. To come and introduce our next.
See, then tell her you have to go back in now.
And I asked him why I said, why did I introduce him? I don't know. I've known this man all my political life. But there will be many more opportunities for me to introduce the man who will ensure that we take this seat at the next election and ensure that Man Jefferson Golden become the Prime Minister of Jamaica and bring changes on this land. Welcome, Comrade Shauna Ashley, to do the introduction of the
Go back live again. Like and share and comment and thanks. So no, on the two all feet around the soda. Yeah, where you go? On the two all feet around. Two all feet around. Put the mic in your mouth.
Our MP candidate is
Put the mic in your mouth.
with deep roots in Almond Town.
Put the mic in
We
your
are honored
mouth.
to have him serve this constituency as it has been the cornerstone of his life and growth. His connection to his community of birth and the constituency runs deep and long. He is fiercely committed to giving back to the people who have supported him throughout his journey. His service to our community is extensive. He has held various roles, including Secretary of the Combined District of Kingston 4, Vice President of Downtown Area Committee, a President of the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Youth Council. His contributions have been recognized through the Prime Minister's Youth Award for Excellence and awards from the Citizen Security and the Justice Program, CSJP, in collaboration with the National Youth Service, NYS. His political journey began with a deep-seated desire to serve. In 2006, he co-founded Stevie United Youth and registered PNP party group, and have since been actively involved as a member of the Almond Town United Youth. PD Worker Divisional Vice Chairman, Executive Member, and Secretary within the People's National Party. He also served in various capacities within the PNP Youth Organization, including divisional and constituency representative, Kingston Parish Chairman, Region 3 Treasurer, Region Chairman, and Vice President. His roles have extended. His roles have extended to serving as an executive member, media monitoring unit member, and a data managing within the PNP. Currently, he holds the position of PNP Chairman of the Central Kingston constituency. Opposition deputy spokesperson and civic engagement,
Yeah,
and a member of the National Executive Council of the People's National Party. With these experiences, he offers himself to us as a candidate for a member of parliament. Comrade.
Put the mic in your mouth. How long me tell her?
Let's grow. I am confident that through him,
put the mic in your mouth. They always going to hear if you don't put the mic in your mouth.
Areas such as safety and security, housing and infrastructure, training and employment, business and civic society
them know you pin on them shirt.
services and healthcare, childcare, and sustainable planning, including environmental protection and climate change mitigation. Comrades supporting him will help us achieve these vital goals and improve our community. I introduce to you Comrade Lawrence Rowe,
Share up the live, hear that crap with a guitar. Like and comment now. Like and comment and share the live. Round your hat.
Each and every day we pray, exhaust
business can reduce mistakes and cut costs.
Big up the peace officers. Thank you, Comrade Chairman. Thank you, Comrade Sean and Ashley, for your wonderful introduction. Comrades, I must recognize my only grandparent that is still alive, Comrade Randall Morgan, all the way from St. Elizabeth. He's not here present, but on phone. I must recognize my father, who was with us earlier. I'm not sure if he's still here. And my loving mother. My sister is also with us, Comrade Zanali Ross. And in the audience, there are many family who are here. Certainly in the Almontown division and in Almontown proper, I have a family on each road. Comrades, I want to thank the guest speaker for accepting our invitation to have him here in Central Kingston once more. He could have been elsewhere. The General Secretary is having his conference today, and there are sitting MPs and past party leaders who are having their conferences. And he chose to be here with us, and we must commend Comrade Damon Crawford. Comrades, I thank you for coming out to show your support. You are demonstrating to the Labour Party that the honeymoon is over. And as the selector rightly played earlier, we're going to tell Donovan it was just a hit and run. That means him time up. Comrades, as your MP candidate and someone who was born, raised, and still reside in this constituency, I share the same experiences, frustration, and hopes as each of you. The challenges we face are deeply personal to me, and they fuel my commitment to work alongside you to transform our constituency. Today I want to address the pressing issues that affects us all, and provide solutions that we can achieve greatness together. Comrades, crime and violence has taken over this constituency since 2019, going into the 2020 general elections. Crime has become a devastating force in our communities, tearing apart many families. It's heartbreaking to witness how easily we turn on each other. Despite our shared history, bonds and connections, it is heart-wrenching to see how many of us who grew up together, shared meals from the same pot, attended the same high schools, and have family ties, are now quick to turn on each other. In a split second, lives are taken and families are shattered. The cycle of violence must end, and it starts with each of us recognizing the value of every life in our community. There are many in my community, for example, like those from up the road, who believe that they should be first in the kingdom. There are those that live with me down the road who believe likewise. And I am telling you, all of you are equal. Whether you come from Almontown proper, Raytown proper, Spoilers, Tel Aviv, Kingston Gardens, Campbelltown, or Franklin Town. I love you all, including Midtown, and I will treat you equally.
Comrades, our communities are suffering from severe sanitation issues. Comrades, I must recognize my friend Comrade Viking from the UNDM division. We have lost pride in keeping our environment clean. Littering has become a commonplace, and garbage is often disposed in unsanitary ways, which only worsen our living conditions. Comrades, unemployment is a significant problem in Central Kingston. Too many of our skilled and unskilled residents are living hand to mouth, unable to secure sustainable jobs. This economic hardship is leading to the deterioration of our homes, communities, and the overall quality of life. Our infrastructure is crumbling. Roads, houses, and public spaces across Central Kingston are in a state of disrepair. It is unacceptable that in a constituency once represented by our former Prime Minister, Michael Manley, we are still struggling with living in substandard conditions. The lack of strong partnership between local businesses, civic organizations, and residents hindering our economic growth and job creation. Without support, our small businesses will continue to struggle. Comrades, we must provide social services and health care for especially our elderly. There are no clinics in this constituency, and too many of our elders have to take multiple transportation to visit health facilities. Comrades, child care and education are vital to break the cycle of poverty, but both are severely lacking in our constituency. Without affordable child care and well-resourced schools, our children are deprived of the opportunities they need to succeed. Comrades, too many instances of police brutality, too many instances of criminals escaping in nearby bushes, even though we don't have any in Central Kingston.
Race course.
Comrades, the solutions I'm proposing is for restorative justice and expungement of some of the records of our young people. To combat crime and rebuild our communities, I am calling for a greater emphasis on restorative justice. We need to provide pathways for those who have made mistakes and to reintegrate them into society. We must have their records expunged and have them start afresh. This approach can only mend the fractures in our communities and reduce the cycle of violence. Comrades, we also need to address the issue of crime stemming from within the correctional institutions. Too many organized crimes are coming from the prisons. I am calling for the implementation of technology to block all unauthorized communications coming out of the prison. At the same time, there should be dedicated lines available for necessary and legal communications from these facilities. This will help to prevent orchestrated and criminal activities from behind bars. Comrades, there is sufficient data at the Department of Correctional Services which tells you the schools that are breeding the criminals. The data does identify these schools And we must be proactive and not reactive, and have programs to ensure that we nip criminality from within our schools. We need transparency and accountability in law enforcement. This is very vital. I have seen triple murders and police report that they were attacked by 3 young men. When I visited the home, I see bullet holes only in one direction. I wrote INDECOM and requested thorough investigation. I am yet to hear the outcome. So I'm calling on the Commissioner of Police to implement a policy requiring the use of body cameras during all police operations. This will not only protect our citizens, but our police officers, ensuring their interactions are conducted fairly and lawfully. Contract killings are a grave concern, and we must leverage intelligence to prevent these hits. Especially, as I said to you before, those coming from our correctional facilities. We need to disrupt the networks. We can save lives and reduce the fear that grips our community. Our children are our future, and they deserve to grow up in a safe, nurturing environment. I call on all villagers, the residents, the schools, the churches, the police,
neighbors,
and our businesses to reclaim their roles in raising our children in the right way. It takes a village to raise a child, and together we can ensure that our children are guided down the right path. You did it for me, and I expect you to do it for others. Comrades, finally, I am calling on the Commissioner of Police to mandate each division to host regular social activities within our community spaces. These events will help to foster relationships between the police and the people they serve. Just last night, there was such an activity, and the community of spoilers came out in numbers, many of whom who were arch rivals were celebrating a birthday of one of our police officers serving in Kingston Central. We felt the love and energy that can be, and we are asking the police divisions and the Commissioner of Police to mandate these social activities. The days of aggressive, fear-based policing must be left behind. Instead, we must foster trust, cooperation, and mutual respect. Comrades, we need a national solid waste management authority to conduct proper sanitation training, organize garbage separation sessions, and increase the frequency of garbage collections. However, it is not just the responsibility of the NSWMA or the KCMC. We as the residents must take pride in our surroundings and commit to keeping our communities clean.
not just for yard.
Comrades, to address unemployment, we must establish community centers for economic empowerment. We must establish these centers and equip them with the necessary resources and staff them with social workers. They can guide our people towards productivity. These centers should offer vocational training, job placement services, and entrepreneurial support. Comrades, we need to rescue Central Kingston, and together we can do it. Comrades, we need to advocate for the National Housing Trust to refocus its efforts on providing sustainable housing solutions for Central Kingston. Our constituency has contributed to the trust for many decades, and it is time for the investment to be returned to us in the form of decent and affordable houses. This development must be prioritized over any plans to build a parliamentary building at the National University. Comrades, to secure our future, our constituency must invest in affordable and accessible child care facilities. Our schools need better resources, and we're glad we have a caring Minister of Education to come. We need trained teachers, learning materials, and extracurricular programs that are not too costly, that will inspire our children to reach their full potential. Comrades, in conclusion, the challenges we face are great, but they are not insurmountable. With unity, determination, and a collective effort, we must transform Central Kingston in that place where every resident has the opportunity to thrive. Comrades, not long from now, look out for myself and my team as we identify specific issues affecting our community. And as I said to you before, comrades and friends, it is with great pleasure that I introduce to you our guest speaker,
the next minister,
a true champion of the people,
the next minister of education,
a voice for the voiceless, a stalwart in our movement.
the next education minister.
He has been at the forefront of the struggles for a better Jamaica, advocating tirelessly for education, social justice, and the empowerment for youth. His dynamic leadership, whether as a member of parliament, a government minister, a senator, or a passionate speaker, he has inspired
people. Top up the live, share the live, like and comment, top up, share up the live. Amen. Share up the live, like and comment, share, like and comment.
Comrades, tonight we are honored to have him as our guest speaker. And know that his words, and now we know his words will resonate with us as it did in the past. We have been on many journeys with him.
How much you gone? How much you gone?
When he offered himself as president of the PNP, or when we were hosting village, calling for the resignation of Bruce Golding. Or when he journeyed to East Rural St. Andrew, we were with him in East Portland, saying that in Portland. And we will be with him also in Northwest St. Catherine. He has far to go in the PNP, and we will be with him. Comrades, Damian Crawford is our guest speaker. Let us welcome him.
up the light, stir up the light.
They tried to make Iron happy. I want to say a special good night to those at the head table and to the candidate for Central Kingston, homegrown talent and a long-standing member of the People's National. All my friends who are present, I won't go through naming all of them.
She just overwhelmed, you know.
With love and honor and respect to those who have stuck with the People's National Party.
Long time. Long time.
When it never looked so good, many deserted and left those who are still standing. Remain proud to wear your orange, your yellow, and your red on behalf and black. And this seat is an important seat to the history of the People's National Party. It is no other than Michael Manley's seat. And there should never be a time that our leader is in the hands of the Jamaica Labour Party. We maintained Portia's seat. We're going back for PJ's seat. We're going back for Norman's seat. We maintain Peter's seat. And by God, we must retain Michael Manley's seat. For the simple history of the People's National Party. But when we retain that seat, it must be made into an example so others can look to say we want the PNP in our space because we have seen the results of the PNP in Central Kingston. And I want to explain to you, they will not want this message, those results. There is a song that says, by the rivers of
Babylon, where we sat down, and there we wept,
and there we wept,
when we remember Zion,
when we remember Zion. For the wicked carried us away in captivity, required from us. So, how can we sing?
Come now, Carol, sing and stop sleep on the man. Come now, man.
I want you to meditate on that song because it stated, first of all, that they were sitting by the river of Babylon. And Babylon is not simply a place. Babylon is a system. Even Bob Marley told you that Babylon system is a vampire. So Babylon being the system was all the things that work together, that if the grandmother poor, the granddaughter almost automatically poor. And if the grandfather rich, the grandson almost automatically rich. But not only were they by the rivers of Babylon, they were in one of the least responsive positions. They were not standing by the river of Babylon. They were sitting, least responsive. The next thing would be lying on the rivers of Babylon. So they were not in the state of readiness escape. So because they were not in the state to escape, they wept. They accepted the results of the system of Babylon, and instead of revolt, instead of rebel, they wept. And having been conquered by the wicked asked for them to not only accept Babylon, but to sing, to be celebratory, to be happy in their presence in Babylon. They said the wicked carried them away in captivity. The wicked took them from somewhere other than Babylon and carried them and captured them in a system. And the easiest way for the wicked to capture them in a system is to make them become enemies of themselves.
Preach it.
The easiest war to win is a war that a man is fighting himself. That means I don't have to do nothing. I just watch him fight himself. And the wicked say, I want a song. And they pondered and asked themselves, they wondered in their mind, how is it possible to sing not just a song? Because they could have sing a revolution song. They could have sing a redemption song. But they wanted a song of blessing. The wicked wanted them to believe they were lucky. So they said they wanted the Lord's song. But they said to themselves, how can I sing the Lord's song? This, my brothers and sisters, is a strange land. I am seeing things now that I've never seen in my entire life. I live to see Obia popular in Jamaica. That is a strange land. When I was growing up, Obia people have to hide and Obia. They have left the community. I live to see politicians say that Obia should be legal. The Minister of Justice. I live to see politicians take picture in what seem to be Obia centers on the verge of election. And I live to see Obia being celebrated. In a strange land. Young people talking about them full of them ring, a dopey, and them bozo strong. This is a strange land. I grew up at a time that I'm a ghetto man, you know. So sometime when I hear green peas, I tell cow foot, say oxtail no know about pressure, I'm confused. Because simply through God bless me to can escape that land, it don't mean I don't understand that land. I grew up with 8 away in a 2-bedroom. Mother and my father have 1 room. Never had a door, it had a curtain. And the next room have 2 diapers. Me, my sister Kerry, and my auntie Patsy, pound 1. And the next one have my sister Evelyn, my sister Cheryl, and my sister Jack.
So are you the only boy?
But
we are the only boy.
But we are not lover.
And if you ever turn and make your foot touch nobody, you get thumping on your side, you have to sleep like a soldier.
Story time, you know.
So much so that me have PTSD.
Story time.
One night my wife roll over, she get her elbow, come and say, careful, me go back to the days.
I know, you are hyper.
Where you have to sleep like a soldier. I grew up with 3 shoes.
You know what I see.
And them have a name.
Oh, such man.
School shoes, church shoes,
such man
and going out shoes.
Big.
And if you mash up your school shoes, you better wear the kick me, kill me church shoes. I don't know what him say, we don't know about pressure. I grew up.
What up, man?
Watching people TV through them window. Used to have a show 6 o'clock named Lime Tree Lane. And you have to peep. You're afraid to laugh because as soon as they hear you, then draw them curtain. You see the blue light in there, but what you say? You have to just go on here. Now them are watch me on them TV. And there was a time when police come and say, boy, go ahead. Boy, open that shop. Now they have to call me, sir. The last time police stopped me was for a picture. But it's a strange land because when I was growing in the ghetto, if a man see me and say, yo, tell your cousin to make me catch him, but it's not business about me because he was not in violence with me. They used to see you coming from school and say, tell your brother.
Read what I see.
No, make me buck him. And if him buck him and him fast enough to reach a church,
data management,
me will catch him tomorrow. If him reach a school, you get to it today.
Alright, let's see them.
Now they might go feed mother in a church. They might go feed picnic in a school. They might search him brother or the taxi man where they carry him go doctor. It's a strange land.
They're good, bro.
It is such a strange land that the girls are spending money on them bottom and them breasts and nothing on them brain.
Nothing wrong with that.